fucking talking about it, and you was like, how the fuck am I supposed to know?
Because the thing about it is, you was asking me did I know it? No. But like, you ain't even say swang. Like, you ain't say nothing.
What's going on, YouTube? It's me, Tiffany. And I'm here with my co-host, Tanea.
Hey guys.
And we're back with an all new
This is at my elbows.
Scandal.
They're the same color as my dress.
Scandal redo. Now, today is not Thursday. Today is Friday, and it's 11 o'clock at night.
So when we're done, it may be Saturday.
So, as most of you guys know, I told you this. Do you see something? I'm switching chairs. As most of you guys know,
look at this bitch. As soon as we go to start, she wanted eating and nibble and bitten.
I put it on Snapchat and I put it on Twitter that we did record, but I just was not happy with last night's recording.
Right.
I was very emotional because a lot of you know that Scandal will be ending. Well, at this point, because that was the other thing that Katie Lowe's did when she was on Jimmy Kimmel last night.
Mm-hmm.
He was asking her about Scandal ending.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what she was on to? Who said that? Who said that? She was like, oh, I don't know. You have to ask Shonda.
Because you know
about
they
that.
haven't.
Yeah.
They keep on saying Shonda hasn't said it and ABC hasn't said it.
She was like, and he was like, I think it sucks. Like, how do you feel about it? She was like, you have to ask Shonda. I'm not sure. Who said that? Who said that? But shout out to Katie because she definitely confirmed what I already told y'all. Quinn from Scandal is pregnant
with little
She's
Leland.
having a boy, and Adam wants to name him LeBron. But anyway,
LeBron Shapiro.
And he said that if it was a girl, it would have been LeBrona.
Oh no, this isn't a joke.
He loves LeBron James.
LeBrona.
He was dead ass.
Thank you, God.
But
his middle name might be LeBron.
It might be LeBron.
His middle name might be.
Yo, they have the coolest. Like they have the coolest couple.
His name may be like Adam LeBron Shapiro.
But anyway, so yeah, what I was saying was I've just been really emotional about, you know, all this information about Scandal supposed to be ending in season 7, but I'm not going to talk about that right now because right after this I'm going to actually play the clip of last night when I talked about it right here. Sorry.
Go girl.
Yeah, because it's just going to pop in because, you know, I be edited on that.
Go on.
But yeah, and Tanea was really tired. Tanea was in a nightgown last night.
You know,
and she was just, I don't know. You know what? She put something up on Facebook earlier, and I was like, if that is not the truth, this bitch was. No, you know what? That's a lie. Because I wasn't here yesterday. I went to go watch a little school performance, and when I called Tanea, I could hear it in her voice. Like she was just moody yesterday. And then we didn't have the food that she wanted, and then when she did cook the food we had, it didn't taste the way she wanted it to. Then she got upstairs, and what happened was, in the middle between us, Scandal went off and us about to record, she took like a little nap. That was it. Like she was sleepy. Stop that! Yo! I do not want y'all to think that. And I'm gonna put the clip in from last night when she did the same shit.
Uses a cat. I want y'all to know.
I don't want y'all to think that I'm purposely fucking with this cat every week. The cat is literally clawing at my foot.
Like she abuses. I mean, she like fights us. Like she starts it definitely.
So I do feel like I think I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna put it in here. It's either I'm gonna put some extra clips all the way at the end, or I'll just add some in the middle. I'm not sure, but make sure you watch the whole video if you want to see some of the clips from last night. But I just felt like overall, it just wasn't a good review, and I just didn't want to give y'all anything.
I'm going through the change of life, and I went through it last night. I was in a very, very sucky mood. But you know, you just blame that on being 23 again, I guess. I don't know.
For the 8th time?
Actually, it's not the 8th time. Count again.
Oh, the 6th time. What I was gonna say, I was thinking about it because that's the difference between me and Tanea. I can come to the camera upset and not let it show on the video. She's a Scorpio. It's no way possible. But I was thinking about it. We will have to have a power meeting because this is way more scandal episodes than it is power. Power, I feel like for 10 reviews, Tanea can have a straight attitude. And last season, we had like 2 recordings where Tanea was just like this.
And because, can I tell y'all something? A lot of times it's not me. A lot of the times it's Tiffany. Tiffany bothers me.
What the fuck?
Tiffany, you see? Tiffany annoys me. Tiffany is mean to me sometimes right before we get, like, cause see, this is the shit Tiffany will do. On the way to the camera, this bitch will say something smart and then press record. I'm supposed to get myself together.
Oh my god, last night I told her she was acting like Donald Trump while we was recording. Bitch.
And I ain't and I told Simone about it. Oh, I definitely talked to Simone about it today in the car.
What'd you say?
I'll tell you later.
Yeah, it just, and I know because it was when I put up that I wasn't going to upload it, so people was like, no, we want to see it. And I was like, I'm going to put some of it in there, but I just feel like it wasn't a good review. Like, it just wasn't, it didn't feel right to me, and I'm never just going to give y'all trash, so, you know. But anyway, I have had the chance to watch Scandal about 3 times since it went off.
So you know everything.
Hopefully, because y'all know I be forgetting shit. But anyway, so you guys know that I was already really excited about Scandal coming on because I was already really excited about Scandal coming on because we had already got the clip that there was going to be some amazing lit sex in this episode. The name of this episode was Head Games. I don't know, like, head is just such a vulgar word to me now. Like, it is!
Nasty Baltimore bitch.
I think it's that Baltimore shit, like, head is just so vulgar to me. Head games, like,
what?
Like, it's just weird.
I didn't think of that.
I did.
When I thought of head games, I literally thought of mind games, like people playing with you. I did not think anything.
I went straight to Becky.
Lara, you a ratchet asshole.
Give me that Becky. But anyway, so this episode, I really, really, really enjoyed it.
You really?
I really enjoyed it. And let me say something to the listeners real quick before I get into it. I don't know where we are right now, like, cause they're not a couple, right, as far as I know, but whatever they are right now, I like it. Excuse me. And a lot of us were saying that we didn't want this sex scene to be like 501A for the people, you know, how it came on in the beginning of season 5. And it was just, I don't know, it was different. Like, it was almost the same, but it was different because Liv back then, like, it was like she was holding back. But now it's just like, if you can just see it in Olivia's face, like, she really just doesn't give a fuck about nothing no more. And Vince never gave a fuck about nothing.
Right,
so
that's the whole thing.
It's just like, it's amazing. So anyway, the episode starts out with Marcus, and Marcus is doing a press conference, and he's telling everybody, you know, the drones are gone, everything's good. Of course, their nosy asses are like, well, how the fuck did you fix it? And he's like, that doesn't fucking matter. Just to know that shit is good now, and y'all should be happy. So then he just goes into talking about, you know, this is the president's last couple of weeks, and they're asking, 9 days left. I think he said like a week and a half left.
Yeah.
And he's just discussing the different things that's going to go on, and he's just, you know, reassuring the American people, like, this is going to be a smooth transition. You know, we plan on finishing strong and sailing right on into Melody. See, it's not like this, what we going through in real life. Like, we went from smooth sailing into fucking Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah.
Okay? It's nothing like real life. But, so yeah, he's just reassuring, and they're like, well, you know, what is the president's, you know, last couple of things that he plans on doing? You know, what is he focusing on his last 9 days? And that's when it shows the clip. So looking there, like, he's just like, you know, he's really energetic and passionate about what he's doing these last couple of days, and then it goes into a lit.
Get your life.
Like, I've had time to talk to.
What was that breath? Okay.
I've had time to talk to my family, my old listeners on Twitter, and we've already discussed every angle of the sex scene. So the very
Y'all are a nasty bunch.
and it was so funny.
I follow her plus two of y'all. Y'all a nasty bunch of church.
Look, I said, why are we like this? And Candace retweeted it, was like, because we're trash and we all need a man. Real shit. Like, we should not be getting our life from fucking Kerry Washington and Tony Goldwyn like this, but bitch, we are.
Y'all
so,
it's especially
Marche.
that young one.
Marche's in
all down in the south.
Marche's out of control.
Oh,
Marche's
she's
out of control.
I actually had to go to her page and scroll her tweets and look at them all. Y'all think I'll open up y'all conversations? I read all three of y'all back. I be like, God damn. I can screenshot it to the pastor.
You know Candace and whatchamacallit a PK kid.
Yeah, I know. Tell your mother happy 12th anniversary.
Candace, she's trying it right now. But anyway, we've come to the conclusion now, and that, see, y'all got to go back and watch this Olis sex tape because we done really broke it down. So in that very first clip when they're kissing and like she's kind of like on top of him, we were trying to figure out what was going on with her right hand. So we've decided that that's when she was inserting him inside of her. I mean, because if you look at their faces, really? If you look at their faces, as soon as she put her hand back there, their faces went into total bliss. So we've already figured that out. Then, listen, this is very important. If you don't follow me on Twitter, you probably didn't even catch it because we've been talking about it all day. As soon as Marcus gets done talking and it goes into the old Liz sex scene, count to 6. 6 seconds in, when Liz is getting hit from the back, she turns around to Fitz and she says harder. Does she?
I heard it.
She heard it, I showed her.
I heard it. I was like, oh wow, this is now a porn. Y'all are wild.
No, okay.
You may rewatch this and then decide to take this part out too because you are crazy. Your face is the color of that hoodie.
I mean, you know, Liz is known to knock over a lamp or two. We know about those lamps. Is the trail, and what's the other one? I can't think of it. The end of season 2, once maybe the mid. I can't remember when they knocked down the fucking lamp. Now we knocking down glasses. Like, Liz is just out of control. I love it.
This is all for y'all.
So I'm not gonna break down every publisher. I'm not gonna break down this. So then it goes back to Marcus, and he's still kind of, talking about these last 9 days, and he's just like, we're not finished yet. And they go back to Oliz, and they're just kissing, and he's just like, we have 9 more days left of this, and she's like, 9 more days, and then they just go back into it. And I'm like, yeah. And then they go back to Marcus, and Marcus is like, we plan on finishing strong, and trust me, when we're finished, you'll know. And then it goes to Olis, and they just fall out in the bed because they're just so exhausted. And then Liv, not Fitz, Liv rolls over and gives Fitz some kisses.
It's everything.
See, because the thing is that Olivia Pope, not y'all, we went from heavy breathing phone calls, intimate hugs, kisses every now and then, every now and then sex scenes, to this. We're so blessed, Oliz. I'm so happy, Shonda. I am so happy. Shonda!
She's full.
But
she's filled. I can see it in her eyes, they watering.
I can't even tell you how many times I've watched this. Like, I can.
Your face is even semi-woman. She's always cold.
It's just beautiful. But anyway, but also in the midst of that, they showed Melly and her new vice president that I still haven't come to terms with. But they're just,
something happened to this young lady.
They're taking pictures and they're getting ready for, they're getting ready to take over the Oval, and it goes into Huck and Quinn is trying on her wedding dress. Huck's her maid of honor, which is kind of cute, but it's also like like I said last night, Shonda, I don't understand. Like, see, my whole thing is, it's not that I have this big problem with Quinn and Charlie, is that I don't understand why you're not putting Huck and Quinn together.
Yeah, because the thing about it is, Quinn and Charlie, okay. Huck and Quinn together is amazing.
Well,
like,
and the other thing is, right, and this, I mean, not even so much Quinn. You made it very clear that Huck wants to be with somebody.
Right.
And I feel like the only person that he would successfully be with would be Quinn.
That's because she doesn't care about anyone's happiness. That's why, honestly. She doesn't.
Shonda, if you watching, I'm just telling you from what I read in the reaction.
She doesn't care.
I'm just saying. So then we go into David and Papa Pope, and David pops up at Papa Pope's job. Papa Pope is like, hey, what's up, David? Like, what the fuck are you doing here?
Right.
Before you say anything, no motherfucker, don't forget that whole Frankie Vargas shit has been wiped clean. I ain't do nothing, you ain't seen nothing, you ain't heard nothing.
You don't know nothing.
And you know what? I said it last night, I was like, Olivia Pope worked hard. Okay? Worked hard to get that clean.
Of course.
Because it's like, Papa Pope killed the whole president-elect. Like, it doesn't matter who the fuck told him to, he did it.
I mean, but if you think about it, if he wasn't going to go to jail for killing Fitz's son, you know she could have got him off from killing
but Tom went to jail.
But he did
But
it.
he didn't do it. It's his word against his.
Whatever.
He literally killed Frankie Vargas.
He did.
All Liv had to do was drag Fitz into a bedroom and he's good. It's amazing what vagina will do, y'all. Y'all better let me be quiet because I'm not a prostitute.
Right.
But anyway, so David is going to Papa Pope because he is just, you know, he's stressed out. He's just like,
distraught. He's a broken-hearted girl.
Ponytail gave me this fake, you know, name. I don't even really know who she is. Like, I really just want to find out who the fuck she is. And he's like, I'm just trying to figure out if you have any information on the Papa Pope. Was like, look, I am packing my shit. I'm about to ship this dinosaur off to the museum. I'm on my way to Zanzibar to go fishing and sit on the beach by my fucking self. You in the way. And he's just like, well, okay. Like, David is such a fucking annoying person. Like, boy, let it go. Let it go.
Let it go.
I mean, I guess it's hard because you done lost Ponytail, you lost Susan, you lost Liz. Like, you don't have Abby. You just been losing. Yeah. I just don't know. But and Papa Pope is like, all right, I think I got something that you can use. So then it goes back to Olitz, and this is another sweet moment. See, the thing is that we don't get nice things like this, like actually seeing them after their sex scene, they're getting dressed, they're getting ready for work, and it's not like last time.
Right.
Like today said yesterday, last time Liv was a prisoner. She's not a prisoner. These are just two people happy and in love, getting dressed for work, about to leave. Like, she don't have to fake and dress up in a dress and go downstairs and be by Fitz's side all day. No, fuck that. She's in charge of her own shit. I mean, she is working for Melly, but she's running shit. It don't fucking matter. Yeah. So, you know, they're talking, and Liv is just like, what the fuck is this on the table? And he's telling her that it's his, it's his pardons, his presidential pardons, and from what we know, he needs to basically pick one that he's basically pick somebody that he's going to let free. Dig back into a case and find out, you know, who he can let free to, you know, end his presidency off on a good note, but a nice clean one. And she's just like, why the fuck are you doing this? You have plenty of people to do this, aka Abby, you need to trust her again. And she's like, I don't trust Abby. He didn't even say all that. All he said was, I want to be thorough, I want to be hands-on, and that's what he prayed. But he was like, I want to be hands on. And she's just like, you're being stubborn. That's what you're being. You're being extra careful. You need to forgive her. And he's like, look, bitch, don't you have a new president to boss around? I'm not the fucking one.
Yo, how beautiful is it to not be the president of the United States anymore? Like,
yo, Fitz is feeling free.
He loves it. He really is Obama.
Feeling like being free when your mind's made up and your heart's in the right place. Yeah. But of course, she takes the whole fucking stack and puts him in her Prada and dips the fucking. I'm just like, Liv, you work for Melly now. You're Fitz's girlfriend / boo thing / friends with benefits. Whatever the fuck y'all
right.
I'm not really sure. So then it goes to Abby in the White House, and she's talking to Fitz in the Oval Office, and she's just catching him up on his schedules for the day. You're about to, have your little meeting with Marcus to talk about your final interview, and then we can talk about the pardon. And she's just like, I have some ideas of, what you should do, and he's just like, Abby, I pretty much got it. And she's just like, well, if you don't want me to help, like, what do you want me to do? He's like, won't you work home for the rest of the day? And she's just like, work from home. She's just like, basically like, what do you want to forgive me? You told Liv to forgive me, but you haven't forgiven me. And he's just like this. That's what he do down. He don't even, that's how he can live. He don't say nothing else. It's about time you're using them presidential.
Phaedra face.
So, see, no, Phaedra has a different face. She has a lion ass.
I mean, but it's just straight.
Yeah, like, he don't say nothing else. Like, I don't have to say anything else. Like, she's just like, okay, then, well, I'll just go the fuck home. And last night, I feel like I was really hard on Abby. And I'm not saying that
you were really hard on Abby.
Oh, I feel so bad for Abby now, but it's just like, damn, like, Abby really was getting shit on this episode. And I'm really not sure when she's going to come back into, everybody's good graces, because nobody really.
But the thing about it is, it should take a while, because she really, because she was so fucking greedy. Like,
yeah. I mean, we've all been. They've all been there.
She really tried to be the president. She really thought they was gonna make her the president of the fucking United States, or her dumb ass.
The power goes to your head. So then they go to OPA, and Charlie is basically, talking about all these different places that they could possibly go for their honeymoon. And Quinn is like, no, I can't go that far. Like, I can't just abandon the office. And he's like, bitch, there is no more OPA. Olivia Pope is about to be fucking gone. Like, why aren't you understanding that? She's like, Liv would never do that. Like, this is still OPA. Like, it's her name. There's no OPA without OP.
Right.
And she's like, Huck, right? And he's like, shit, I guess. And I'm just like, even though Huck still is a savage and he still got the B613 in him, sometimes they be making Huck look like a dud. Like, it's
a what?
A dud.
A dud?
A doo-doo head.
I thought you said a dug. I was say, why?
A dug.
Why? I think it's like.
No, like, he's like a little. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, he's a little.
Like, he's not really there.
He's a little off.
He's not present.
Yeah, like,
he's not in the moment at all. Like, he could be like staring off into space. Like, you gotta bring him back.
Like, I'm not saying that I want him to be back all dark and twisty, but he's just. I don't know. But then Liv comes in and she just basically throws a stack of, and she tells them about it's the presidential pardons that she stole from the Oval, and she tells them, look, I need you to pick one, I need you to go through these, find one that we can reopen, we need it to be clean, we need it to be easy, we needed to, to transition off well, we needed to make him look good, and we needed to also make Melly look good, so my job will be easier. Do the right thing. And Quinn look at Charlie and she's like, see, I told you, and he looking at her like, bitch, you thought it.
Okay.
Bitch, you thought it. So then we get to.
A lot of notes.
It's not. I'm almost done.
I was just looking.
Dang. So then we get to because I have to talk to people who don't watch Scandal no more, but they watch my reviews. Hey y'all. So then we get to Abby and David pops out at Abby's house with
excuse me,
with this fucking box that Abby that Papa Pope gave him, and he's just like shaking and trembling and looking all stupid. She's like, what the fuck is it, David? Like, what's your fucking problem?
Something is wrong.
Now, this is what I really don't understand. I don't understand why of all the people did he come to Abby's house with the fucking box?
He doesn't have any friends.
I guess.
Where else is he supposed to go? And I also think Jake told him to go there.
Well, I was watching Ashley's review, and she was like, she almost kind of feel like he did that just to bring Abby in on something because she's so excluded from everything now.
I really don't think it had anything to do with Abby. I really think
Jake sent her there?
Either Jake sent him there, or where else does he want to go other than his house?
To his own fucking house.
He's an attorney state general. You think he can have a fucking head inside his house?
So basically, he tells her, how he went to Papa Pope because he wanted to get some DNA, and you know, basically he was trying to get some closure. He wanted to know this bitch's name, yada, yada, yada. He doesn't tell her what's in the box. He's just like, you know, I came because I don't have enough room in my fridge and my refrigerator. So she looks in the box and she's just like, what?
She goes.
Oh yeah, she goes all the way in.
Fucking crazy ass.
But literally holding it, and she's like, David, is this a human head? And he's like, yes. And then she drops it and she just screams.
And then they show the fucking face.
Shout out to the Scandal costume people. Y'all did a good job.
Yeah.
Cyrus, y'all know that Cyrus's daughter in real life, and he was like, it was kind of weird for him to see his daughter's head in a box. Because it looked just like a ponytail.
It did.
It looked just like a ponytail. But she was kind of just like, get this shit out of here. Like, I don't want this shit in my house. And he was like, well, Jake's coming to, you know, check it out. So I just needed to sit here. Now, Abby, this was your chance to say, no. That's when it shows you how Shonda likes to make everybody dark and twisty. No normal person is going to say, okay, just go. And she didn't even say, go ahead and put it in the freezer. She said, just put it in the fridge.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Don't bring no finger to my house.
What? A body part of a human? If you're not coming to my house with a piece of fucking chicken, you don't need to bring shit. Like, no.
So then it goes to Marcus and Fitz, and they're talking, and Fitz is just basically
I like this thing.
talking. I did too. Fitz is just basically talking about, you know, all the things that he wants to talk about in his exit interview. Him and Marcus are discussing it, and he's deciding on, you know, what president's quote he's going to use, because most presidents do that. They compare themselves to another president's legacy, and he's just like, well, don't use Thomas Jefferson.
Right.
If y'all remember back in the way beginning when Liv compared them to I think it's Sally Hemings and Thomas Jefferson, like he had like a little affair too. Whatever. So you know, basically Marcus is thinking like, oh, like, you know, you're going down the road where you're going to talk about some of your faults and how, you know, you fucked up with some shit and you didn't do a lot of shit. And he's just like, no, like,
no, actually I'm going to talk about the Brandon bill and such and all the things that I did do. Like,
yeah, he's talking about some fucking Rosemount, some fucking projects that he saved back in the day, and I'm talking about the hood projects. That's what I took it as. And Marcus just is like, you didn't give them nothing but the shitty end of the stick. And he's like, what are you talking about?
You only did it because there was a spotlight on it.
Right, and he's just like, have you actually visited those places? And he's like, have you visited Chicago? Have you visited Rosemount? Have you visited the D? And he's like, what's the D?
I know you.
And he tells him, he's like, yes, you did do the Brandon bill, but Clarence does not represent every black person in America.
Right.
So what you talking about? He's like, look, mind your fucking business. I got this. And he's like, all right, shit. If you think
that's the one thing I do like about Marcus. Marcus ain't no bitch.
Marcus is a little saucy.
Everybody's a little saucy.
Marcus is a little.
I'm saucy.
You know I got the sauce.
He's not saucy.
You know I'm saucy. I caught that side out, Marcus. You was giving a little sauce.
He's not saucy.
I saw you.
Alright.
But anyway, yeah, Fitz start acting all crazy. Like, who the fuck do you think you talking to? And Marcus like, all right, holla, bro. I ain't got time. I don't got time. So OPA, which is really exciting. Now, I will say this is exciting that OPA has a fucking case again. Shonda, that was a good idea. They had that case in fucking forever. Like, between the White House, this fucking election, Frankie Vargas, like,
Huck getting kidnapped, like so much shit.
What about OPA?
Right.
Like OPA was okay, Shonda. But anyway, so basically Quinn has found one of the went into the presidential pardons. She's found one that she feels like really needs to be investigated into. She's given Liv all of, you know, what's going on with this shit and all of the information about this case. And Liv is on her fucking cell phone, not paying attention, being fucking ignorant. And she's just like, Liv, are you paying attention? And she's like, look, y'all can handle this shit, right? Because I got to the White House.
That's her new job. That's her life. That's what she want to be.
So like, Quinn just kind of gives her the straight face like, okay. And Charlie gives her the, told you. I told you, stupid ass, she don't give a fuck about OPA no more. See, now, around this part, I was starting to get a little irritated with Liv. Right. I was like, I'ma chill.
I was already irritated. Chill. She was already on the list.
Yeah, I'ma chill. So then it goes back to David and Abby. I'm almost done, y'all. It goes back to David. Yes, I am. It goes back to David and Abby and Jake and Jake is there, and Jake is like, first of all, because we laughed about this on Twitter all day, but this is real shit. What does Jake not do, y'all? I really need to know. Jake
Everything.
is now performing DNA tests.
Everything. He does everything.
Jake is Maury. Jake is Maury Povich. Like, Jake does everything. Anything you need. Anything you need.
He did DNA. He becomes the vice president. He marries people. Like, literally everything he has done.
That's y'all boy. Shout out to Old Lake. That's y'all boy. Like, Jake, what don't you do? So Jake is going all through the the ponytail's mouth and, you know, getting all this shit, and, you know, he's like, I should have enough DNA, you know, after he picked off through her teeth and shit. This should be enough for me to be able to send off a sample. So Quinn is like, okay, well, take the head with you, and he's like, no, leave it here just in case we still need, sorry, Abby, no, leave it here just in case we still need more, we need more from it, you know, in case shit come back wrong. And she's just like, well, no, I don't think that we should just have a human head, especially in my house. I'm the chief of staff. He's like, okay, and I'm the director of the NSA, and he's the U.S. attorney. So, and she's just like, no, Jake, like, this is wrong. He's like, bitch, you are the last person who should be telling me what the fuck is wrong.
It was almost hurtful.
I was like, girl! You rude. Damn! And then he leaves. Sometimes I like Jake. I really like that part. That shit was funny. And then Abby go running up the steps like, I'm done. I'm just done with life.
It's your fucking fault, bitch.
Bitch, it's your fucking fault. That shit was funny. So then we go to Melivia, and you know, I'm really not that happy about Liv working for Melly, but I'm just, y'all told me
it's exactly what you want it to be.
Y'all told me to just chill. I mean, I know that the chief of staff really does have a huge impact on, you know, the decisions that the president makes. So I'm just going to chill, but I really don't fucking like it. So anyway, they're just.
What do you want her to do?
I don't know, but I don't like it.
I would say
I just don't like it.
Okay.
So I just don't like it. Like, I just don't like it. I just don't like it. So they're going through Melly's cabinet, and they're picking people and deciding what they're going to do. Melly's head is all in the clouds, and she's just like, you know, we should give Marcus a job. Do we have anybody for the communications director yet? And Liv like stops in her tracks and just like, bitch,
calm down, bitch.
And she's just like, no, I'm not fucking him no more, girl. We better stop doing that. She like, okay, Melly, whatever you say, but will you be fucking him in the future? A couple years down. You know what, Liv even was like, you don't have to stop fucking him if you don't want to. And she was like, you know, like, I'm not fucking him, but I feel like we could give him a better job. And she's just like, well, why the fuck are we even talking about this? We're supposed to be doing the cabinet right now. So Melly kind of like cuts Liv off. See, that's when I got irritated, because I was like, see, this is exactly why I don't want Liv working for Melly. I don't want Melly talking to Liv any old kind of way.
Okay.
Because she's just like, okay, let's just finish what we were doing. I mean, no, she kind of was just like, all right, go ahead back to what you was doing in the beginning. And Liv turned around and finished it. No! Olivia Pope is the fucking head bitch in charge.
Oh.
I don't give a fuck if she's president. I can't have nobody talking to Olivia Pope the way they want to.
I would talk to that bitch anyway.
Okay, bitch, you can talk to her the way you want to, but not no fucking Melly, not no,
true. I mean,
not no bitch. The fuck?
Alright.
Fuck out of here. So then OPA goes and they go travel to
this is another one of my favorite scenes.
They go travel to the bar to find out, to dig more into this investigation, because I mean, most of you already know what the investigation was about. It was about the white man, and the white man got lynched. Yeah, they set up a black man. First of all, what black man you know is lynching somebody?
Right, like it's the weirdest thing ever.
Like, that's fucked up. Somebody should have been looking more into this.
They didn't care. You see where they was from?
Yeah, and the guy that was doing it was Sax from Pablo. I had to remember his name, Sax from Pablo. You know what? You really played a good racist, Sax. Sometimes when these white people play racists in movies and shows, I really be like, you are playing this role.
Yeah, you are.
You're playing it. But so basically he's like, they find out, you know, Huck using using his gut and his common sense, he realizes that the bartender, Sax, is actually the one who killed the guy. And he's like, you did it. And he's just like, it doesn't fucking matter anyway. I mean, even if his black ass didn't do it, eventually he would have been locked up for something. You know how niggas do. That's basically what he fucking said. And he was just like, he was in the wrong side of town.
He didn't belong here.
He didn't belong here. Nigga this, nigga that. And, you know, they just realized that, you know, this motherfucker is crazy. And next thing you know, guns get pulled out. But see, what their asses didn't know, because you know, he called his boys like, you're in the wrong part of town, y'all need to leave. Y'all don't understand that Huck could take on all of y'all by himself.
Right, but y'all.
But then you add Quinn.
Crazy Quinn.
And then they try to pull out a shotgun, so then fucking Charlie pops up out of nowhere in his Make America Great Again hat. You know, he had his hat on. I peeped it after I went to go watch it again. He had his head down, trying to look like one of them with the Make America Great Again hat on. Because at first I was like, what the fuck is Charlie doing with the hat on? Then I was like, okay, he was trying to blend it in. Because you know, I was like, right. But anyway, yeah, so they had to get the fuck out of there. But before they left, Huck had to handle some business, and he basically told the bartender to come here, and then he smashed his fucking head.
And they took everyone's gun
into the thing, and they took everybody's gun. And they dipped the fuck out.
Yo, and I'm just like, it's 15 of y'all and 3 of them, and y'all let them take y'all fucking guns. Y'all ain't shit.
And then Quinn yelled and told all of them they was fucking racist, bitch.
Yeah.
So then we go to Dad and fucking Olivia, and Dad is basically telling Liv that he's fucking leaving. I'm leaving. I'm going to Zanzibar, and she's, you know, she asked him something about something that he was gonna be doing. He was like, why would I be doing that? Why would I want to deal with humans? I don't fuck with humans. And she like, you right. See, this whole time in this conversation, Liv is thinking that he's going on like an extended vacation, but
no, he's moving.
This is goodbye. You're never gonna see me again. Like, not moving. I don't exist anymore.
Right.
And she's just like, what do you mean? And he's just like, I don't exist anymore. He's just like, you know, you made me proud. You finally have all this power, and it's without having to be his side bitch.
Right.
I'm so happy right now for you, and the last thing you need is me in the way, because I'm just a distraction.
Right.
And he's right. I said it last night. The week before, Liv was going fucking crazy when she thought Papa was going to jail. Like, her mind was clouded, her judgment was all fucked up. All she cared about was saving her father, and he will be a distraction because somebody always got a target on Papa Pope's head.
Right.
And he like, look what just happened to me. Like, that shit can happen again. You don't need a distraction like me. It's goodbye. And she's like, well, I'm not your dad. You know, I really can handle having a father. We can still hang out on Sundays. And he's like, well, see, what you're not doing, you're not listening.
Right.
I'm leaving. Deuces. And when she really realized that he's, you know, leaving, she's just like, damn, like, goodbye, Dad. The tears in her eyes and shit. And there were so many people like, I just feel like y'all have to accept Papa Pope and Liv's relationship, because a lot of people was just like, I mean, it was just a couple episodes ago where you wanted him dead. Y'all know how that shit go. I mean, she almost killed his ass before.
Y'all, I mean, it's just like, the thing about it is, it's just like any other parent-child relationship. Your parent makes you so upset sometimes, you're like, oh my God, I will kill this bitch. But the thing about it is, Olivia Pope is crazy, and she really was trying to kill his ass. Like,
do you want to kill him?
Mad. All the time I'd be like, I would fucking kill her if she don't leave me alone. But I'm not going to really kill her. But Liv was she just took it a step further, because she had the resources to really kill her dad.
So then we go back to Daddy, and they're laying in the bed. Daddy,
not his name. You're not going to give them this.
Daddy.
David and Daddy.
David and Gabby. And David is downstairs, and he comes upstairs because he's scared to sleep downstairs with the head. And he's just basically telling Abby, you know, I used to be this guy who wore the white hat, and the law, I was the law was me.
That was his shit.
That was his shit.
That was his shit.
Real scandal fans.
I am the law, and the law is me.
You know, I really used to try to be really good at my job, but I just don't know where the fuck I went wrong. Like, I'm just all over the place now. You know, I have a fucking head downstairs. I was fucking a bitch that tried to destroy me. Like, it was fucking crazy. I just don't understand.
She told him that she wanted to have his babies.
Yeah, he's really destroyed.
You can't tell a nigga that.
Yeah.
Because then you end up pregnant.
Yeah, because then he don't pull out. And then, you know, Abby was just like, you know what, I never thought of my, because, you know, David really feels like he's a good person. And Abby's like, none of them, Abby, Quinn, Liv, ever felt like that they were a good person. And
right.
she said it, she was like, I never thought that I was a good person, but I never thought that I could be evil. You know, and she was just like, I can't believe that I was about to, you know, go through with all of this, and I just fucked up so bad, and like she had a fucking breakdown. So to give her a kiss on the head, so everybody last night was exploding like, oh my God, is Daddy about to be back together? You know what? I wouldn't mind it. I feel like it would be better for both of them.
Yeah, because then we won't have to see Leo.
Yeah, because I was like, where the fuck is Leo at last night? And they're talking about
he's in
rehab, recovering from what the fuck happened.
It's PTSD, all types of shit. He is away. He's in a rehabilitation center.
That nigga probably on another shit.
And he's getting himself together.
So they get back to OPA, and Quinn has been waiting in fucking Liv's office for hours. Liv finally comes in, and since she walked in, she's just like, what the fuck are you doing in my office?
Right.
So I'm like,
yikes.
I mean, I know the dick was good, but I thought the dick was supposed to make you be a more calmer, cooler
You're
person.
straight up bitch.
You're being a bitch. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So right then and there, as soon as she said that to Quinn, I was like, okay, Liv's gonna be my hate person tonight. And she's just like, you know, telling her all the information they got, and she's basically telling like, look, this man is guilty. This is the case. You take the test. And she's like, what evidence do you have? She's like, I don't. It was my gut. And she's just like, bitch, your gut. You're not me. Like, the fuck you.
But the thing is, how many times we had to follow your fucked up ass gut? Like, cause your gut ain't worked in a long ass
Season
time.
1 and Season 2 it worked. After
that, ain't shit worked.
I blame it on the pregnancy.
Whatever.
But you know, she's like, unless you have hard proof evidence, it's a no. And she's like, Liv, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like,
Right.
We're supposed to be helping the people. That's what we're all about. It's like, you don't give a fuck about anything but power in the fucking White House. And Liv is like, bitch, get the fuck out my office. I don't answer to you, bitch. You answer to me. Your office is down the hall. Make your fucking way there, bitch, and get the fuck out of mine.
She like,
I clutched my pearls. I was like, now y'all know I ain't never been the biggest Quinn fan, but damn, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Right.
Bitch.
You know, it almost was like a Cindy. Cha-cha slide your ass.
Yeah, like I didn't know what was going on.
She shut it down. She shut her down. There was nothing else to talk about. Nothing.
Wow, shit. So Quinn comes to the conclusion that because, you know, her and Charlie had to talk in the car, and Charlie was like, look, we don't have to work for OPA. We can be fucking hitting and we can move to Tahiti and work for people where we can just kill people for a living. Like, our job, you can take it, kind of like what Tanae's looking for. Tanae's looking for a job where she can move to California and just pick back up.
Right.
If you're a killer, you can kill anywhere.
Yeah, I was thinking about becoming a killer, but I just don't know if I have like the agility when I have to run and like be like kind of like a ninja. But
so she basically is like ignoring his ass, and she ends up going to the White House, get all dressed up. I mean, she wasn't in her Olivia Pope gear. I don't know what gear. She was like in some Lindsay Dwyer back in the day gear, or some fucking
definitely
Quinn Perkins back. I don't know. I don't know
it
who
was
the fuck that
Lindsay Dwyer. That was Lindsay Dwyer.
She goes to the Oval Office, you know, as she's walking to the Oval, Marcus is prepping her like, look, you're going into the Oval. And she's like, I've met him before. And she's like, no, he's like, no, like, this is the president in the Oval Office. This is a completely different ballgame. So she gets in there, this bitch starts stuttering all over words. I'm like, it's fucking Vince. Like, he ain't no fucking body. Yeah. But I told Tanae, I was like, it's like, because we know all sides of Vince. Like, we know he's a bitch. We know he's this person, that person. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I forget that he is the president. He's the president. So, you know, he probably can be a little bit intimidated. So she basically telling him, you know, I got this case. I found the presidential party you should do. It is going to cause some chaos. There's going to be some protests. There's going to be some people mad at you that you're digging back into this and that you're taking the side of Sean. But this is the one. And he's just like, okay, well, you know, I'm pretty familiar with this case. What proof do you have? You know, shouldn't Liv be in here telling me this? And she's like, well, the only proof I have is my gut. And he's just like, he starts shutting the folder like.
And then she says, and Liv doesn't want to do it. That was just,
you know, as soon as Liv disagree with it, you might as well forget it.
Yeah.
Don't tell him Liv said don't take care of kids. Can't take care of kids no more.
Right, whatever.
Liv said stop being the president. Here's my badge. Like, anything Olivia Pope doesn't agree with, he's not fucking doing it. So he's just like, okay, well, have a nice day. It was nice meeting you. And then she's just like, she turns around and then she's just like, no, fuck that. I'm not fucking going no fucking way. I am Olivia Pope now, bitch, because that bitch that you think I work for, that's not my Olivia. My Olivia will be coming down here shoving this case down your fucking throat. But that bitch is somewhere worried about the White House. She doesn't care about the people anymore. She doesn't, the old Olivia Pope wouldn't give a fuck about you and your fucking legacy. Yes. She would care about helping the people. And he's just like, well, all right now. You know he love a, he love an aggressive female.
He
like,
really does. He loves an aggressive
so
female.
he be like, you know what, come on, have a seat. And she go to sit down and she go to sit in his seat. And he like, no, bitch. No.
Chill out.
Not my seat. You sit over there. And I said last night, and you know Fitz is a little biased because Olivia Pope been up in his chair with no fucking shoes or socks on, with her legs folded in it. Like, she don't give a fuck. That's the first place she throw her shit at. Yeah.
She don't give a fuck. She puts that bag down, she throws her clothes, and she digs in his ass. Like, so, boy.
You always, that's just like you try to act like you don't go to war for nobody, bitch. We know about you going to war.
We know different.
So Melly goes to offer Marcus a job, and Marcus was like, look, I'm sorry. Your baby daddy already offered me to run his foundation.
I'm running his foundation.
So thank you, but no thanks. And she's just like, you sure you don't want to come and stay at the White House? You could be with me. You could be the communications director. And he's just like, this is not what I got into politics for. Like, I got into politics to make a change, not to come and sit up under your ass all day and tell lies. Fuck no, bitch.
Yikes.
And she's just like, her feelings are kind of hurt. You know, niggas always leaving Melly, so.
Yeah.
I mean, but you know what? Y'all know I really don't care for Nat Harrison, but I do think that this could be a good job for him, running Fitz's foundation.
Oh, definitely.
You know, if he can't do anything, he definitely can talk sense into people. So this could be a good thing. You know, people like, and if you notice, he's talked a lot of sense into Fitz. He's talked a lot of sense into Melly, and they are two people who need somebody to really talk to them sometimes. So this actually might work out. This is the first time that I'm actually feeling Marcus, so it's like
because he's not being not Harrison.
Right. So it goes back to Daddy, and they get a call from Jake, and Jake is basically like, I got the DNA shit back. They get to the place. He's like, look, we went to, I checked out the apartment. I found this phone. It was erased. I found out her name is Gertrude. Shonda. Gertrude?
Where'd you get that name from?
I mean, if your name is Gertrude, no disrespect, but Gertrude?
If your name is Gertrude, you are probably at least 75.
Gertrude, Shonda?
Like,
okay, I'm gonna let you cook. So, I gotta tell you that. So, oh my God, why did I just forget that? Oh my God.
What?
I'll tell you off camera. Remind me to tell you.
Because you talk too much.
Remind me Gertrude, and then I'll remember it.
Okay.
So, you know, he's like, I found this phone, and it led me to something. I can't remember what the phone led him to. Oh, I think he got to see like her last couple of calls or something, and he's like, he looked at the cameras outside of her apartment, and he found out who the fuck it is.
Someone visited the apartment.
Right. And it shows that the person visited Gertrude's apartment, ponytail bitch. So he has images of who it is, but they don't tell right away who it is, and then they go to Fitz's final interview. And the interview was really, really good. I love when they do interviews because it really looks just like the interviews that be on TV. And, you know, basically he's talking about all the things that he plans on doing. He mentions how, you know, he doesn't want people to feel like this is the end for him. He's just getting started.
Right.
He needs to, you know, get people who are in jail for small petty crimes, get them the fuck out. People who were locked up for the wrong fucking reasons and they shouldn't even be in jail, getting them out. He also talks about how he plans on helping families financially who lose their family members, like the head of their households, to jail. Like, he was really saying some good shit. I was like, damn.
I would vote for his ass.
Yo, like, he's a Republican. Like, he was really saying some good shit. He was saying, you know, that he needs to focus on inner cities, and he started talking about the D in Chicago. He basically took everything that Marcus said and really thought about it. Right. He talked about it. He also said, you know, I can't just use the Brandon bill. Like, that was one thing I had to really get out here.
I didn't do enough. That's
right.
What he said.
And he was just like, you know, I'm just getting started, so don't think of me as being gone. And I'm just like, You know, and Marcus is in the corner just, you know, like a proud dad. Like, yes, Fitz, you did the right.
You know, Fitz needs to be surrounded by strong black men.
Yeah, definitely.
He needs that in his life.
So then it goes to Quinn and Liv. Quinn basically, you know, is waiting for Liv again, and she's just like, you know, I went behind you and I did what I had to do because you just act like you don't give a fuck no more. So, bitch, I had to do what I had to do. I don't give a fuck if you mad. So while she's saying all this, Liv is walking to her safe, and Liv walks to the safe and she opens it and she's like, this is all the bank accounts, this is all the people in higher places, these are all the codes. And she's just like, wait, like, what are you telling me this for? And she's like, I knew that, you know, sometimes you're going to have to go up against the White House, so I had to make sure that you were ready to go up against me. So Quinn's like, so wait, this was a test? And she's like, yes, Quinn, it was a test. You are now Olivia Pope. And she's just like, I always wanted to be a gladiator in the suit. Oh my God. Y'all remember this scandal started out with her saying she wanted to be a gladiator in the suit. And she's just like, Liv's like, well, you know, girl, I know you are emotional, but I gotta get back to work. And she's like, all right, let me go back to my office like you told me to the other day. She's like, no, see, you don't understand. This is your office now, Olivia. And Quinn's just like, what? This is my office?
It's your office.
I don't like it. I know
her and Kelly but not have sex on that desk.
I know how I feel about this whole Quinn taking over OPA. Is it about to be QPA? Like,
no.
Quinn Perkins and Associates. Like,
it's still OPA. She's just running.
Me and my friend just talked about this the other day. We talked about this girl that braids, and every now and then, like, she has an assistant and she'll get the girl to braid. But the girl that is the main braider shows all of her stuff on Instagram. So it's like when you go to the shop, you don't want some bitch that you don't know doing it. You want the ladies who shit you saw. People don't want no fucking Quinn Perkins. They want Olivia Pope. Plus, I just don't know how the office, Olivia Pope's office. Do y'all Olivia Curlin Pope's office with the name on it? No, I don't. I love Quinn. I know that Liv is now the chief of staff, but I don't think we need to be giving up. I mean, come on.
Who's gonna run it? Is it gonna close? You want it to be closed?
No, like they can still run it, but she can be like the store manager. You know how there's an owner and then there's a store manager.
That's what she is right now. She's Olivia Pope acting, like an acting supervisor. This is not forever. This ain't a forever thing. She's not gonna be chief of staff forever.
I just don't know how I feel about
it.
it.
Calm down.
So yeah, we get to the end. Papa Pope is on his way to the plane, and you know, he done packed all his shit up. He ready to go to Zanzibar for his permanent beach vacation. And as soon as he about to walk on the plane, the fucking truck pops up. Secret Service get out and like, look, we need to take you in. And he's like, who ordered this? And Liv gets out and like, I'm like, my order. And he looking like, bitch, we just had a whole fucking conversation about how I'm leaving. Of course, when the Secret Service come get you, you don't have a choice but to go. They get to the bunker. Fucking Jake.
And he's still talking shit. No.
And Fitz is there.
I don't know why I'm back here. I said I was leaving.
So then he's just like, you know, we found out who Pace was working for, and they showed him the folder. And you know, they got somewhere over the rainbow plan. Now, why would y'all have Aretha? Is it Aretha? No, Patty. Sorry, Patty. Patty, I'm so sorry. They got Patty somewhere over the rainbow plan. It's just getting emotional. And then they showed it as Mama Pope. And he's just like, fuck no, hell no. I don't give a fuck if that's my baby mother. I don't know that bitch. That bitch was a fucking, that's what I meant to say earlier. He basically called Olivia Pope a mistake. Because he said that Marie Wallace was a fucking mistake. Every bitch he didn't ever fuck with was a mistake. And Liv was like, so are you calling me a mistake? Because I know you're not calling me a mistake. He ain't never said, he ain't say shit. But anyway, like, he's just like, no, like, I'm not dealing with this shit there. Like, you're the only person who knows what to do. Like, you have to take this on. And Liv is just like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I need you to take care of this. You have to protect me. And he's just like, he just drops his bag like, shit!
Yep.
Where the fuck is she at? Damn!
Don't have no kids. Because you gotta protect them forever.
Now, this is what I want to say about the whole Mama Pope thing. First of all, I I've been predicted that I thought it was Mama Pope. We did. But Scandal, y'all gotta do better because y'all definitely had Candy Alexander's name pop up in the head. So everybody who knows who that is was instantly like, oh shit. Oh shit. Shout out to our cousin Marvin because he was like, I never thought it was Mama Pope. I thought it was Mama Pope.
That fucking GIF that Marvin.
I didn't even know Marvin used GIFs.
Oh, I bust out laughing. He doesn't seem like the type to use GIFs, does he?
I really was.
Stop shaking your shoulder like that.
Yes, mother.
Sorry.
But anyway, so again, I thought it was a really, really, really good episode.
It was a great episode.
I know this review was kind of long. I'm going to try to add some of the pieces from last night in there. You guys have to come under, of course, and give me your opinion. Tell me what you thought. Let's come under here so we can scream together and talk about it together. Y'all should come on Twitter and talk to me too because I was talking about Olitz all day. Shout out to Olitz. And yeah, we're gonna go because now it's midnight and we're sleepy. But
I am exhausted.
Shout out to everybody who has been patient and waited for this video. I will be vlogging this weekend, so I'll make sure you guys get another video. We will be on time on Monday. I got some goodies coming for y'all next week. Don't forget that since it's the finale, of course, we're gonna do something special. I'll do a little vlog in the beginning, giving predictions. We'll show what we're having for dinner. I'm really gonna make it special for y'all. I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
I'm really gonna try to make it special for y'all. Y'all, have we did no measurements in May?
No, May just started.
It's like it's like May the 13th.
It's May the 13th.
Yeah.
It's
so yeah, make sure y'all comment below. Let me know what y'all thought of this episode. Next week is the 2-hour season finale entitled TikTok. And the promo for next week was so creepy because in the background all you hear is Mama Pope saying TikTok. Now I will say, Mama Pope is a little bad bitch. I'm like, oh shit, yeah. What is Mama Pope up to? Somebody was like, I hope that she tells Olivia. I hope she mentions something about Olivia Pope's wig, and I was like, all right, y'all, that was it. They was like, y'all know how black mothers is.
No, she'll call her head tight.
Yeah, because Candy got me Candy. Mama Pope's head was a little bit laid. Okay, she was at the bar getting her drink on. So basically what's going on next week is she's trying to assassinate Melly. But my whole thing is, since it's a 2-part, I'm just hoping that the first hour is about that.
Get locked up though.
Yeah, I'm hoping the first hour is about that, and then the second hour we go into Melly's inauguration. Like, don't make this whole thing about Mama Pope. Don't bring Mama Pope to season 7. Don't take us out like that. I know a lot of y'all love Mama Pope. We don't need a whole season of Mama Pope. That's all I'm gonna say. So, my love people was Olitz. I don't have no hate person. I loved everybody, but of course Olitz. Shout out to the Olitzes. If this is your first time watching, we'll be here every Thursday with an all-new Scandal review. Well, next week is actually our last one. For the people who have been watching, make sure you share this video. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother, your cousin, your sister, your brother. Tell somebody about the show. We'll be back next Thursday with the Scandal season finale review. High five to my co-host for doing the video. I had to get her a special little treat.
Touch me.
I had to get her a little treat.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. And if you didn't know, now you know there's no show. Like, the show is now Saturday morning. I am fucking exhausted. I'm so sleepy.
You ain't that sleepy.
I gotta go.
I bet you she go upstairs and finish her nightcap.
My nightcap is done. I'm about to take a shower.
And you not about to have another nightcap?
That's none of their business.
Bye.